All right, MK677. This, have you ever heard of growth hormone? Growth hormone is a master hormone. Its job is to regulate other hormones in the same fashion that, let's say, a pyramid goes down. Growth hormone being at the top, what happens is as the hormones cascade down, what you get is a balancing effect on the way down. Growth hormone is your hormone that is used for longevity. It is a hormone that is used for regulation and growth of cartilage, your spleen, kidneys, liver. It's the reason you grow kneecaps. It is what takes you from a baby to an adult. So let's say if one, as we get older, our growth hormone declines. So let's say one runs low on GH. What would happen is they would start to age more quickly and degenerate more easily. When you increase growth hormone levels, as according to Dr. Ronald Klatz, um, who wrote the book Grow Young with HGH, Dr. Ronald Klatz gave growth hormone to, I forget how many hundreds of patients, and they studied them and monitored them. And what happens when you give someone growth hormone is their skin gets thicker and tighter and stronger. Their muscle mass increases by 7.7% with no change in diet or exercise over a 6 month period. Their fat mass will decrease by 14.4% in 6 months with no change in diet or exercise. Their hair grows better. Sometimes it regains their color. It will cause the skin's elasticity and the thickening of the skin, or that appearance of good, healthy skin, to happen. It is the regulator of much of the endocrine system, and it is what is called the fountain of youth because all the movie stars will fly to Mexico for $1,000 a month. They get growth hormone injections, and that's what keeps them looking like they're 12 until they die. So if you want to use the secret that the movie stars do, but you don't want to pay $1,000 a month, well, I'm sorry, you can't because this is a research chemical that's not for human consumption. But one day in the future, you will be able to get MK677, which is a growth hormone secretagogue. What this does is it makes the pituitary produce more growth hormone for extended periods of time, like 24 hours. So if one were to administer one of these a day to their research animal, like I got a fish frog, monkey mouth, saber tooth, spider cricket, he is cool as hell. Like my fish frog, monkey mouse, he likes the MK677. He will use it. He used it for 16 months straight and essentially healed his left knee, which he had come out and ripped the tissues out of the cartilage. It was always loose and he had problems with it. His right knee was loose as well. He has dislocated both his shoulders, his left one 5 times, his right one 3 times, and he no longer has shoulder issues. Um, it's helped his skin a little bit, but his skin's always been a little kind of jacked up. So also, it seems to have made his growth hormone level stay at to a degree that he no longer needs it. See, the body reaches homeostasis in, well, every soft cell tissue in the human body is replicated every 11 months, right? So his conclusion is that because he took this for so many months, 16 months, he started to get a intolerance to it, or a sensitivity almost, it seemed, to it. So he started backing the dose down because you'll know if your research animal gets too much MK677 because he'll get really sleepy. See, growth hormone is produced in mass amounts when we're in stage 4 sleep. So if you get too much MK677, what will happen is one will get drowsy, or not you, but your research animal. Because humans cannot take this. This is not to be eaten, it's not to be snorted, it's not to be banged, it's not to be insufflated, it's not to be used as a procreation aid, it's not to be gazed upon too long. It is a research chemical that is for research purposes only, for researchers doing research in research laboratories. You can get it from newsarms.com, this place, but what you can't do is take it. You can do research with it, but you cannot use it. But my research animal, it did him a world of good. And it's something that you do not absolutely, under any circumstance, should a diabetic ever even smell MK677, because MK677 increases growth hormone. Growth hormone fits in the receptors that insulin fits in. So if you have a competition and there's too much growth hormone, then the insulin doesn't get where it needs to go, and the diabetic will have some real problems. With that said, it also speaks to the efficacy of it as to the number of people who are diabetic that have had issues. Um, Not people, research animals. I mean, the research is out. I mean, diabetics just do not need it. But anything else, any other condition, it seems to do rather well for research animals in research laboratories for research purposes. See, growth hormone will be stimulated by ghrelin, which is what MK677 mimics. So, ghrelin is what causes the stomach to growl, and you only produce growth hormone whenever you're hungry, or you only produce it in mass amounts or largest amounts whenever you're hungry. That's because the body knows that insulin won't be needed, so growth hormone levels can rise, so you can heal. This is why fasting has all those wonderful benefits. And MK677, my research animal tells me it makes him really hungry. So it's not exactly the best diet product, but it does increase muscle mass, decrease body fat. So anybody out there that's wanting, thicker, fuller, healthier skin, they want to regrow their kidneys or liver or pancreas or things like that, or they need higher libido, they need any of those things that are listed as benefits of MK677. One day in the future, your medical professional will be able to provide you with some, but right now you just can't get it. But if you like doing research, check out newsarms.com. Appreciate y'all. Like, subscribe, share, please.